from New Orleans, just blocks from Bourbon Street. The Timberwolves taking on the Pelicans. For Minnesota, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Pelicans Timberwolves is next. We'll be right back. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Pelicans, the forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Richardson is out there with McCollum, and it's Valanciunas in at the center, locking down the middle.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Williamson looking it over. Richardson outside. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Ingram and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Outside Edwards. Conley against McCollum. Pass to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
The free throw drops from McDaniels.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
And McDaniels drops them both. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin, out most of last year. It really hurt them. but they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Edwards finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Off target from three-point range. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Williamson, good.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Passes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Off target with his 3. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Ingram and slam dunk by Ingram.
And the length of Brandon Ingram is impressive. Nice job using it to grab the board.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McDaniels kicks to Conley. The pass to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. The three-pointer is right on target.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Conley against McCollum. Pass to Williamson. And here's Valanciunas. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. Inside, McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Richardson outside. Ingram with it. Working on McDaniels. And it's Ingram missing.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded by McCollum. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's McCollum. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. And Valanciunas kicks to Richardson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered by Ingram and finished off by McDaniels.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Conley against McCollum. Richardson outside. And the pass to Ingram to stop the run. And the layup is good. Ingram's got 8 points. Here is Conley. 9-point game his last outing. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Dishes it to Towns. Conley, the pass to Towns.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that one misses.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And the second free throw, good. The Pelicans trail. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Richardson. Great D that time from Edwards. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Towns.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
Now here's McCollum. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. Ingram right side with the shot. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
Whether it be rebounding, driving the ball, in transition, Zion always looking to attack.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
McCollum outside. In the corner, it's Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Over Conley. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Nancy's checked in for the Pelicans. Herbert Jones comes in for Richardson. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Up top, Edwards. It's stolen by Jones. A finish, and Jones slams it home.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Passes it to Towns. Outside Edwards. And there's the pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Ingram. Got a piece of it. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. McCollum outside. He kicks to Nance. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Shoots over McDaniel. No good from Valanciunas. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami. Edwards can't hit.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's tightly guarded. Nance. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed with it, working on Jones. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Here's Towns. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And rejection by McDaniels. Pass to Reed. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noel comes in for Edwards. And it's Rivers in for McDaniels. Here's Alvarado. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 35% to start the game. For 3, Nance. The rebound by Anderson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Not a pure shooter in the classic sense, but Rivers is a threat out there if you give him any room.
Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Rivers. And Jones has it in the corner. The pass to Hayes. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And Hayes throws it down.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Anderson. Nance with some nice D. The Pelicans trail. If he passes to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Jones. That one drops. He ties it up. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. It's Rivers on the wing. To the inside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota shooting looking a little out of sorts early. 37%. Another miss by Minnesota.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Reed. Cuts off the pass. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot.
.26 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Rivers. And that time, also a missed shot. New Orleans leading by 3. Jones with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. From downtown. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
First free throw is good.
This is the area of the game we've seen lots of improvement by Alexander Walker.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Alvarado in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And so here is New Orleans. After the miss from Kyle Anderson. Alvarado passes. Oh, wow!
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Oh, here's Edwards. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Heat in Miami. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley is surveying the D. Over Alvarado. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. New Orleans leading by 4. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Rivers. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Knocks it loose. He feeds it to Anderson. Over in the corner, Conley. And a miss there on the triple. The Pelicans shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. A free throw drops for Gobert. You have to admire the energy with which Rudy Gobert attacks the glass.
Kevin, well, his stats reflect that tremendous effort. He averages some crazy rebounding numbers, using not just his size, but also his expert timing.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. And Gobert drops them both.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
McCollum against Edwards. Richardson for 3. A putback. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Here's Conley. Rivers gets a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Richardson kicks to McCullough. Back to Richardson. Pass to Williamson. That one doesn't go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Conley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Rivers. The Timberwolves again can't hit. New Orleans in the lead. And finished off by Williamson.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum, pass on time.
And a look at the Mobile One drive. Driving right into your living room.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate.
Edwards looking it over. No good on the triple. Pelicans leading by 4. The drive by Williamson.
That quick first step. Zion explodes out of the blocks, and no one steps in front of him.
Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pass to Rivers. Timberwolves passing it around. Valanciunas against Gobert. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Edwards against Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to McCollum. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 6. Over in the corner, Edwards. To the left wing, Towns, wide open. It's good from long range. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McCollum on the money from 12 feet away.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Back to Rivers. He dishes it to Gobert. Kicks it to Edwards. Drops in the layup for 2. Edwards got his third basket of the night right there.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Passes it to Valanciunas. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Noel comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Rivers. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
And he knocks down the first one. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Nancy's checked in for New Orleans. Timberwolves trail by 5. The pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's McDaniels. To the paint and stolen by Williamson. To the middle from inside. Reed with the block. Here's Alexander Walker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Smart decision by Alexander Walker, committing to the shot and absorbing contact.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. No good on the free throw. Jones checked in for New Orleans. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 12. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murphy, and trying to break loose. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Free throw drops for Murphy.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Towns, and Jones sends it back. Ingram right side, and slam dunk by Ingram.
We know Ingram's capable of having big nights, but now we're seeing it more and more and more.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. High, arcing shot. Passes it to Reed. A second chance effort. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Reed's got his first points of the game.
Playing with good instincts. Nikhil making those around him better.
Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. That shot off.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Noel passes to Towns. Feeds it to McDaniels. Goes back up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Ingram outside. Now the pass to Nance. McCollum outside. Minnesota with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. So both teams making some changes here. The Timberwolves have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here's Alvarado. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Ingram, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Noel. He's covered by Ingram. And Reed has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
To the inside, And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's Alexander Walker. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Now here's Ingram. 16 points for him. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Alvarado passes to Ingram on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Ingram's got 18 points.
Looking silky smooth there. I like watching Brandon Ingram use the mid-range area.
1:09 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Right side Towns. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He has 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And then shoots it in.
Unselfish, good decision maker. Brandon makes his teammates better.
There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Anderson outside. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Over Alvarado. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Alexander Walker. New Orleans gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And here is Ingram. He's got 18. Shoots from 14. That one's not going to go.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy monies. We're missing layups for us and throws. So second half, we make those layups. We should be talking.
See if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last outing. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we saw.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Can't believe the coach hasn't been screaming for better looks. They've been letting it fly from the cheap seats, almost nothing to show for it. We've got to tighten up and get smart when the game gets away. Coach, talk to your team.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Now here's McCollum. Now Ingram. Richardson outside. Gobert with the block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Passes it to Reed. Shoots over Ingram. That one wide left. The Pelicans shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. There's the pass to Williamson. The dish to McCollum. Over Conley. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Another shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. For the lead. A shot by McDaniels. No good. For New Orleans, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
CJ has always been a gifted scorer, but he's shown significant improvement as a playmaker, which makes him even more dangerous with the ball in his hands.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years, but when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
The first one falls. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 10. Conley with it. Now defended by McCollum. Ingram outside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's how you start the fast break. Josh Richardson forcing the turnover. He did that in college, and he's doing it now.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 4-point game. Pass to McDaniels. He kicks to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert finds Conley. And the 3 off target.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. Williamson trying to free himself up. McCollum no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Now, here's McDaniels. Guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Gobert the pass to Reed, and that one good. Reeves got 6 points. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Naz Reid. Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
Timberwolves trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McDaniels finds Towns. Outside Edwards. Pocket 6. For the 3. They get it back. Passes to McDaniels. Lets it go with the 3. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 6. McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. He's got 13.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Towns trying to get open. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Kept alive. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Pass to Richardson. Kicks it to Murphy. Pass to Valanciunas. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Valanciunas has got 5 now.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
Conley with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to McDaniels. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Outside Conley. Wide open. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
New Orleans leading by 8. And the pass to Richardson. McCollum kicks to Murphy. Here's Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Williamson against Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. He's got 13.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
And Murphy kicks to Valanciunas. The feed to Richardson. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. New Orleans leading by 8. Richardson with it, picked up by Edwards. Pass to McCollum, fires the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. And then for Minnesota, Anderson, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Austin Rivers in for Mike Conley. Minnesota calls timeout. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Edwards. Here's Anderson. Here's Towns. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Alvarado. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Murphy. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Alvarado. The shot's good from Nance.
Man, I like that play. Nance on the roll, great athleticism, tough to defend.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Rivers passes to Towns. Back to Rivers. Right wing. Releases from 15, and that one goes long.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Noel, defended by Jones. Here's Towns, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
The Timberwolves have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. The free throw drops for Towns. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Alvarado. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Nance kicks to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Anderson with the ball. Jones covering. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Timberwolves trail by 9. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Alvarado. There's the triple. Second shot opportunity. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
I love the toughness from Jonas Valanciunas, and he is lighting it up tonight.
Alexander Walker passes to Noel. Dishes it to Towns. Anderson against Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. No good on the second free throw. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. On the free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Passes it to Alvarado. Nance down low. It's hauled in by Noel.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
Smooth jump shot. Alexander Walker has a variety of ways to score, and that's one of them.
Here's Alvarado. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ingram outside. Jones for 3. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Jones against Anderson. Towns at the elbow. From deep. Reed misses.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Feeds it to Towns. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And that's 21 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. New Orleans leading by 8. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Cullum is out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Nance in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Edwards with the stuff.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's McCollum. He kicks it to Richardson. To the paint. Stolen by Reed. Now here's McDaniels. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Reed, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
New Orleans in the lead. And here's McCollum. It's Richardson on the wing. Over Edwards. Richardson, no luck.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
The pass to Edwards. Conley kicks to Edwards. Yes! And the foul. That one on Richardson.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Now here's McCollum. It's Ingram on the wing. And again, New Orleans has no luck. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Edwards against Richardson to take the lead, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
McCollum against Conley. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Richardson outside, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And they pick up two.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now Conley. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. To the wing right side. Reed. No good from outside. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Nimble ball handling by Ingram, allowing him to beat the D and find his shot.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. McCollum against Conley. From the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Richardson outside. Ingram deciding where to go with it. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Pass to Conley. And Reed has it in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's McCollum. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Cullen passes to Williamson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
This is where you like to see Zion go to work in the lane, where his size is a decided advantage.
That free throw, no good. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Good on the second free throw.
A healthy Zion is a force to be reckoned with.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards with it. Now defended by Williamson. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Reed to tie it up. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
McCollum kicks to Ingram. Back to McCollum. Looking to end his cold spell. Tries again. And Williamson with the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here's McDaniels. He's covered by Ingram. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
McCollum against Conley. McCollum kicks to Ingram. 5 to shoot. Gobert trying to get open. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's that rare combination of power and athleticism. Hard to stop Zion without fouling.
From 2019 to 2022, Steve, Josh Richardson was traded 4 times over a 20-month span.
Kevin, that tells you how in demand guys like Josh are. Richardson is a 3-and-D type. Plays the game hard. Everyone wants multiple guys like him on their roster.
That free throw good from Williamson. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. And both free throws good for Williamson. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Fires at the elbow. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 9 rebounds now tonight. McCollum with the ball. To the right side. Deep 2 from Williamson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I love how efficient Zion is. Dependable at picking smart shots to take.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Minnesota calls timeout. Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Oh, here's Edwards. Back to Reed. Outside, Towns. He feeds it to Edwards. It's stolen by Jones. It's Ingram on the wing. McDaniels defending. Offensive rebound. Ingram passes to Williamson. Shoots over Towns. A rare miss for him. Timberwolves trail by 6. For 3, Edwards. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Now here's McCollum, guarded by Reed. Williamson against Towns. Williamson kicks to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And it's Ingram missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down. This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Now here's Reed. To the wing right side. Towns for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's McCollum. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
He goes hard to the cup. Valanciunas, one of the best roll men in the game.
Here's Reed. Outside Edwards. Back to Reed. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
What you like about Conley, he has a nice assortment of shots in that mid-range area.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Jones. Towns against Williamson. McCollum outside. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Jones finds Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Over Williamson. Now here's McDaniel. No good on the triple.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Right side, Conley. Here's Towns, and again it's Minnesota converting.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Now here's McCollum. passes it to Jones. Over Edwards. And he stays with it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Takes the three. That shot is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Conley. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. McCollum, no good.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting. Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And now we've got the intentional foul. Richardson, he's checked in for New Orleans. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. .23 seconds left in the game. No good from Valanciunas. Here's Minnesota. They trail by 7. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gobert, the pass to Edwards. On deep. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of controlling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.